If you are exploring investment options to secure your US green card in just 2 to 3 years, you are in the right place. Lately, the idea of moving to the US permanently has been a hot topic among wealthy individuals in Canada and around the world. This conversation has only gained more traction, especially after Trump's recent victory. Now, I know there are plenty of videos covering this subject, but my goal is to dig deeper and share insights you won't typically find elsewhere. I'll break down the details and walk you through the ins and outs of this fascinating program so you can understand how it works and how it might fit your goals. Stick with me until the end and let's dive in together. Now, just to give you a high-level idea for a start, the EB-5 visa program is an investment pathway in the US to secure your green card. Now, to qualify, you'll need to make a minimum investment of 800,000 USD if it's in a targeted employment area, also called TEA, which includes rural or high unemployment regions. Now, if your investment is outside this area, then the minimum investment jumps to 1,050,000 USD. One key requirement is that your investment must create at least 10 full-time jobs for qualified US workers. This ensures your investment has a meaningful impact on the local economy. Additionally, as an investor, you're expected to take an active role in managing the new business. Now, this doesn't mean you need to run the day-to-day operations, but you should have a more hands-on role in the business. And I'll get more into how we can manage this later in the video. Now, once approved, you'll receive conditional permanent residency for 2 years. After meeting the program's requirements, you can then apply for unconditional permanent residency and fully enjoy the benefits of living in the US long term. One way to simplify the process is by investing through a regional center. These centers allow investors to pool their funds and delegate management responsibilities, making it easier to meet the program requirements without getting directly involved in the business's day-to-day operations. However, there are over 1,400 regional centers in the US, at least as per my knowledge, and not all of them are backed by strong regulators. Simply working with a regional center isn't enough to ensure the security of your investment. At Bluewater Immigration, we take this backing very seriously. We only partner with regional centers that are supported by regulated investment banks, ensuring that your investment is deeply secured. This level of due diligence is our main consideration when selecting regional centers to work with, so you can have some peace of mind while navigating your EB-5 process. It is also important to note that your investment must remain active until the end of your conditional residency period. This includes meeting redeployment requirements, which ensure that your funds stay compliant throughout the process. Now, job creation is one of the most important criteria for the EB-5 program, and there are a few key aspects to just keep in mind. One is direct employment, indirect employment, documentation, and timing. As an investor, you're required to create at least 10 full-time jobs for qualified US workers, like I said earlier. This can include direct jobs with the business itself, but it's worth noting that jobs created indirectly through the economic activity generated by your investment also count towards this requirement. An example of indirect employment could be, imagine you invest in a hotel development project through a regional center. While the direct jobs could include the hotel staff such as receptionists, housekeepers, and managers, the indirect jobs are created as a result of the economic activity generated by the hotel construction and operation. For instance, jobs for construction workers hired by subcontractors building the hotel, jobs for suppliers providing materials like cement, wood, furniture, etc., jobs for local service providers such as laundry companies or food delivery businesses that serve the hotel. Now, these indirect jobs are counted because they are a ripple effect of your investment contributing to the broader economic growth in that region. To prove that these jobs have been created, you'll need to provide detailed evidence such as payroll records and tax filings. Documentation is essential to demonstrate compliance. Another critical factor is timing. These jobs must be created within 2 years of receiving your conditional permanent residency. Meeting these job creation criteria isn't just a checkbox. It's vital to securing your permanent residency through the EB-5 program, and needless to say, we do help with this entire process. The EB-5 investment process involves several important steps that every investor should understand. The first step is to conduct thorough due diligence on both the investment opportunity and the regional center. This means carefully researching the project's details, financials, and the regional center's track record to ensure it's a reliable and secure option for your investment. We do conduct a thorough due diligence process on behalf of our investors to ensure every opportunity is vetted and secure. However, we strongly encourage our investors to also perform their own due diligence. This ensures you are fully satisfied with the process and confident in the project that you choose to invest in. Once you've chosen the right opportunity, the next step is to file the I-526 petition with the USCIS. At this stage, you'll submit all the necessary documentation and your investment funds to officially kick off the immigration process. If your petition is approved, you and your eligible family members will receive conditional green cards, granting you conditional permanent residency in the United States. But keep in mind that this is just the beginning. Down the road, there are additional steps to remove the conditions and obtain permanent green cards. Starting the process on the right foot is absolutely critical. The EB-5 process involves 2 key petitions, each serving a specific purpose. The I-526 petition is the first step, which we already talked about, where you demonstrate the legality of your investment and your active involvement in the project. This petition pretty much lays the groundwork for your EB-5 application. Later, the I-829 petition is filed to prove that your investment successfully created the required number of jobs and that you have maintained your involvement in the project. Processing times vary, with the I-526 typically taking 12 to 24 months, while the I-829 usually takes 12 to 18 months to process. Given the complexity of the EB-5 program, it's highly recommended to work with experienced legal counsel. At Bluewater Immigration, we take pride in our successful team of lawyers, investment bankers, and highly reputed regional centers in the US. We are uniquely positioned to assist wealthy Canadian clients and global investors in obtaining their US green card. We also streamline the entire process, making it smooth and stress-free for our clients. In the previous slides, we have covered most of the key aspects of the EB-5 program. Now, let's shift our focus to 2 critical points that deserve extra attention. One is the source of funds, and the other is the targeted employment area designation. First, investors must demonstrate the legal source of their investment capital. This is a fundamental requirement, and it's essential to have proper documentation to prove that your funds come from legitimate sources such as salaries, business profits, gifts, inheritance, or loans. Without this, the application cannot move forward. Second, the TEA designation plays a significant role in determining the minimum investment amount. Investments in TEAs, which are rural or high unemployment areas, require a minimum of $800,000, while non-TEA investments require $1,050,000. However, TEA designations can change over time, and it's crucial for investors to stay updated on these changes as they could impact the amount required for your project. You'll be surprised to note that the US EB-5 program has no age requirement or limit, no minimum education or language requirements. Isn't this wonderful? Spouses and unmarried children under 21 can be included in the investor's petition. If a dependent is close to turning 21, they may need to be designated as the principal investor to avoid aging out. In our next video, we'll dive deeper into the EB-5 program with topics like a breakdown of processing times, which countries can apply for EB-5, and answer common questions like, is EB-5 even worth it? And is it easy to get? We'll also share details about the exciting EB-5 projects we currently have access to in the United States. So don't miss out. Subscribe to our channel and stay tuned for all the information you need to make the most of this incredible opportunity. Until we meet next, thank you and good luck.